I hate it here.
I know, right? Right. Happy Thanksgiving, America.
Oh, God. What is there for? Thanks for what? Exactly. I just pulled up because I was waiting for you to return with your coffee. I'm scrolling like you do, and I found a post that says, "Remember, folks, wearing a mask in a pandemic is literal tyranny, but military occupation of U.S. citizens is totally chill and not authoritarian at all."
Yay.
Good morning, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Good morning, everyone in the studio this morning. Good morning.
If
anybody's here, I don't know.
If y'all are new to us, unedited and raw,
Raw and wriggling.
yeah, I have to suggest headphones unless you have conservative family members in your house that you want to make very uncomfortable.
That you want to repel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome.
That's what we're for. Oh my God. Hello, everybody. Hello. What's up? That's not intimidating at all.
So, Heather, happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
officially.
Thanksgiving, or Sidesgiving, as I prefer.
Sidesgiving. What are you thankful for?
Why you gotta put me on the spot like this?
Why do I have to start with a moment of sincerity before we thirst?
I'm thankful for all the usual shit, like everybody I love and care about is alive and well, shit like that. I am thankful for the community, like all the people that are showing up in the chat right now. I know it's like the fucking most basic bitch lame shit I could say right now, but no, I can't believe anybody showed up for this. It's the crack of dawn on Thanksgiving Day. Hi. But no, the community that's been built up around our patrons and around our podcast and everything, y'all are fucking great. We've often said that Chris and I would be doing this podcast even if no one but my mom was listening to it. But if my mom was listening, can you imagine?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, I'd be getting a phone call every day. So what's this about a box? Mija, tell me about the box.
Why do you have to talk about your box so much? Well,
it wasn't my box. It was another box, but there was a lot of men in the box, and then it got moist and hot. And this was on a children's cartoon.
Yay.
Anyway, we would be doing this even if nobody was listening, just because we like to hang out and cackle about nerdy shit together. Mm-hmm. So I'm just glad that anybody shows up at all. So thankful for that. Thankful for you people. Awesome.
Wow.
I had to make a face about it. I know. Ooh.
I'm thankful I wasn't born into a turkey trot 5K at 7 a.m. You know what, though?
Chris is a running gay now, so he's going to defend this bullshit. Go on.
No, I'm not going to defend this bullshit. Because I love running, it would be fun to do, and then be able to eat a big-ass fucking meal.
Meal.
But I am also glad that I wasn't born into a family, because I would not want to be forced to do it,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But even if, here's the thing is, I know these families, right? I've dated people who were in these families, and if you have the kind of family that's like, everybody's gonna go turkey trot, anybody who opts not to turkey trot will be passive aggressively guilt tripped about it for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
The people who did go are gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I get to eat all of this because I went on the run this morning. It's obnoxious.
I know. Except I do that.
Oh, do you? But do you shame other people for not having run and imply that they shouldn't be eating?
When I used to see Steph, I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to be doing a half marathon soon.
Chris is going to do a half marathon, everybody.
Yeah. Back in the day, 5Ks was a lot for me, and I was very proud of myself. So I would say I'm very proud of myself. So last year when I did the half marathon the first time, I was very happy about the fact that I could drink at Disney after and eat all the food and be like, I ran a half marathon. This is cool. Except I got fucking drunk.
Yeah,
because guess what your body does when you put alcohol in it after basically torturing it for 2 hours?
It's desperate for any drop of moisture that you put into it, and all the calories is going to burn it up so fucking fast.
It was good. I felt great.
Yeah.
I felt great.
Well, very good. Low Steris, I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm so sorry. It is aggravating that we don't have snow in Colorado. We're supposed to be getting some this weekend, though, so.
Yay, finally.
Yeah.
What's a turkey trot? So, typically...
Oh, Michaela.
A lot of towns and cities in the U.S. will do special running events the morning of Thanksgiving, so you can start your day off with a run, burn a lot of calories, so
And
you
there's
can eat the
usually
fattiest food in the world.
there's usually like nonprofits and stuff like that they're raising money for. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
it
it's
is a good thing. And if you're a running type person and you enjoy that, go for it. I've known people who would be like, okay, in my family, it was actually more bike rides because there were people in my family who did like the MS 150 and shit,
sure.
which is a 150-mile bike ride, by the way, from
Fuck.
Houston to Austin, or whatever. It didn't start in Houston because that's like 300 miles. You know what? Not important. But whoever did the crazy physical activity in the morning was an obnoxious, smug ass bitch for the rest of the day, and so that's my problem with the turkey trot phenomenon.
Childhood trauma. And I laugh at them while I shovel more stuffing in my mouth. That is the correct response. Anyway.
I love stuffing so much. So for me, y'all, it's not Thanksgiving, it's Sidesgiving. I don't give a shit about turkey. I have no problem with turkeys themselves. I don't think they're very tasty. They're safe from me. But what we are all about in this house is the sides. So today is the Thanksgiving day. We do Thanksgiving all week, by the way.
Yeah, it's a week-long holiday.
Yeah, so that we don't pile all the dishes on one day and then you can only get like a bite or two and then you're fucking full. That's ridiculous. If you love these dishes, enjoy them fully. And so we've been doing them all week. And tonight, for our Thanksgiving Day feast, the star of the show is my husband's homemade mac and cheese.
Oh my God.
It's so fucking good. That's going to be the main dish. So yeah, it's all about the sides here. So stuffing, there will also be stuffing. I make a good sausage stuffing. So
Nice,
sausage
nice.
stuffing. Stuff
Hey,
that
speaking of
sausage.
stuffing, are you ready to talk about the Bad Batch?
Oh man, you think we can manage a turducken with a hand selected group of the Bad Batch?
Well, I'm managing two turduckens this weekend, and I don't mean food.
I'm,
Anyway,
I'm talking
let's,
about the inside of a person inside of a person
Me
inside
too.
of a person kind of turducken. Hey, all right. I've hit record. Have you hit record?
I have as well, yes.
All right, we're gonna do a clap to sync our audio. Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Hooray! So yeah, for all of you who are joining us live on this special Thanksgiving Day recording, because I can talk, I'm a professional. We are actually recording a podcast today, so you're going to see behind the scenes shit. This is what our patrons get to see every week. And you're going to see that I, as charming as everyone in the chat is, and you all are, I have to minimize you because my attention span cannot do podcast and also keep up with anything you guys are saying. You're very charming and distracting.
I love. I'm so proud of Steph because she very very casually drifts into capitalism marketing speak. Because that was just a commercial for a Patreon. Which, by the way, go to patreon.com/Divas podcast. So that's brilliant, Steph.
That was not my intention.
I know, but I have corrupted you.
You have. Well, our patrons are fucking awesome. And, the more fucking awesome people hanging out in our Discord and giving us shit in the middle of recording sessions, the better. So.
Yeah. So, Steph, I never told you what I'm thankful for.
Yeah. Oh, God. You know what? I did that thing that I do sometimes. You ever catch yourself in a conversation and somebody's like, question to you, and it's definitely one of those questions that if you were a good person you would bounce back to them, and then you don't do it and now you're the asshole. That's me. I'm the asshole. Chris, what are you thankful for?
Well, I'm thankful that you self-actualized just now, that therapy's working.
I'm so thankful for therapy, you guys.
I'm thankful I survived my first EDM festival, because holy shit.
For the kids at home, what's EDM?
Electronic music. Now, there are different variations.
Does the D stand for dick? What is dance music?
Dance. Yeah,
dance. Okay.
It was a rave. I went to a rave festival. Now, nice. it wasn't like how it
at
was
our big age. Wow. Continue. Go.
Right. I know.
I'm impressed.
In college, our raves were in barns and illegal venues
under an overpass.
Yeah. Yeah. And you had to have a whole strategy for what happens when the Foz shows up, so these are more like music festivals, but it's all in this case, trance electronic music. And
nice.
I have to say, I get it now. I enjoy it. I definitely have like particular favorites now, and I'm listening to more of that music, and I'm like, okay. And you know what? I'm gonna do it again next year. Except, Heather, girl, I am 43. I need a goddamn chair.
Yeah, I was about to say. God damn. They do make, depending on how much dignity you want to walk into this festival with.
None.
Okay. They do make like a cane. So it could be like, this is my assistance device if anybody doesn't want to let you in with it. That has a foldy-outy chair on it.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw a lot of people with that. And I was like, that's such a good idea. So, yeah, I'll
get
be...
you some.
Yeah. No, I'll be shameless. Anyway, it was fun, and I survived. I felt like I had been to Disneyland for 5 days in a row. Like my body was in so much pain. And hello there, I'm finally able to make it to a live recording. We are.
Who was that? You got to say the name.
Sorry, y'all. We're recording this live special for Thanksgiving. You can go to our YouTube and watch it. If you want to see the unedited raw version of us, but people are in chat just saying hello and joining us, and I'm so excited.
Hooray! I am glad that everyone is here, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the festival and you survived.
Chris survived the Chandrillan wedding. That was what I was going to say. It
is. Who said that? Give them credit.
Low Sturris. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. But no, that is exactly how it felt to me. It was being and Chandrilla.
Nice.
I was drunk.
Nice.
Yeah.
So no, you went full Mon Mothma.
Oh, I went beyond my Mothma. I went full Jabba. I was high. I was drunk. I was all those things.
I don't know if you ever want to admit in public that you went full Jabba. There's a lot that's implied in going full Jabba. Like sexual assault and murder also implied in going full Jabba.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that today. Jabba is misunderstood.
No, he's not. He's not even a little bit misunderstood. You are incorrect about that.
I mean, I was lounging on some altar smoking opium Jabba, not the kill people.
So not the full Jabba. That was a partial Jabba. Never go full Jabba.
I think I went party Jabba. How about that?
Yeah, you cherry picked some Jabba, and you picked the good parts.
Girl, I just had the horrible mental image.
Does it involve Jabba's hemorrhoids? Because that's where I went.
Yeah.
Where even are they? Where? Somebody look it up.
Where's his fluid sac?
Where is the anus on a hut? Is it at the tip of the tail?
On the stomach?
Is it somewhere underneath? But they can barely lift themselves, so it was just like, how are you gonna?
They just get filthy all over.
Somebody make a research and let us know.
Anyway, I'm grossed out now. Happy Thanksgiving.
Quick word for everybody who's watching live. If you've never joined us for a live recording before, we are recording the podcast. And so you're going to, normally out of courtesy for any of coughing and sniffling and stuff like that, I would mute the microphone. However, we cannot do that because it desyncs our audio.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that's part of the raw live viewing experience is at the height of cold and flu and allergy season, you have to endure some of our less savory
sniffing
noises.
or coughing and other gross body noises we make in our middle age.
Sorry. I wish I could. But we've been doing this for like 5 years now.
Yeah. So
I won't say I've made peace with it, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fucking fine. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah. Do you have anything before we intro the show?
Let's intro the show. There's some interesting questions in chat I would like to ask you.
Okay. Then I'm going to intro the show, and we're going to pretend like we're professional podcasters today.
Yeah, we're going to pretend.
Cool.
That's what we do.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Dark Side Divas, the podcast where a woman and a gay man express their opinions about Star Wars. My name is Stephanie, I'm the woman half of the show, and nobody fucking touch me, Rex is back. Don't look at me, don't talk to me. I'm okay, I just need a moment.
Right?
Who the fuck are you?
Hey everybody, I'm Chris, I'm that homo, god I fucking love Rex sexual.
It's the return of the king!
Right? Oh, and Steph?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Another clone. Just what I needed.
No, but it's true.
That line, Sid, I get where you're coming from, but some of us appreciate the presence of clones. And more clones,
Some of us
please.
want to open a clone clubhouse. Wow, that's hard to say.
Wow, that you went to a different place.
I think I had a stroke there for a second. I'm fine now. Clone clubhouse. Clone club. Well, okay, I'm adding that to the vocal warm-up menagerie.
Unique New York. Hey,
Unique.
Steph, in chat, somebody's asking, oh, Steph, what did you think of the Has-Been finale?
I have many thoughts about the Has-Been finale. I don't want to get too spoilerific with it, but I just want to say, Alistair has been my favorite character throughout, and I'm feeling very validated, like super validated.
Okay, I can't wait to. I haven't watched
Chris
it yet.
hasn't seen it. Chris hasn't seen it.
I'm gonna marathon it this weekend, which
You absolutely should. It's so fucking good.
I know.
And what? Okay. So between Has Been Hotel coming out and the second part of whatever that the witch musical is, or whatever is the Wicked. I don't
Wicked,
like
yeah.
Wicked. Okay, so but anyway.
But we
I know.
stand people who do because
I understand that some people do like it. I do not. It's not for me, but thank you.
Yeah.
But anyway, both of these came out. And so I've been seeing some discussion online for people who are very new to musical theater who are like, when did musicals get so dark?
What?
This is really dark. And I'm like, oh, sweetie. The body count in Les Mis alone.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's actually a whole musical called Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, in which if you go back far enough on YouTube, you will find the lady who from Murder, She Wrote singing a song about all the different meat pies she can make from different kinds of people meat.
Yep.
Fucking Chicago, the two lead characters are murderers. There's an entire song in which 6 murderers explain their crimes and how they feel justified in having done them. I'm just saying, musical theater's default setting is dark.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
That's why so many goths do musical theater.
it's true. Even Oklahoma has an attempted rape scene and a definite murder.
Yeah.
So musical theater's always been dark. I fucking love musical theater. Saying.
Well, also I have a lot of I personally have never really watched it. I couldn't get through season 1, but I know a lot of my friends are very excited about Stranger Things coming back. You know what? I support Vecna. I'm Team Vecna.
Right at this point, I'm like, these children are 29 million years old. Just you can personally fist fight them now. They're adults. You could just go ahead.
I'm excited to. Yeah. No. So I support. You know, there's a lot of nerd stuff coming out, and I love that. I love that for me.
I
and my
really
friends.
like Stranger Things. I have Stranger Things fatigue because it's just been going on for so long, and I'm chronically online because of promoting this podcast. So I see a lot of behind the scenes shit that I'm just not. That does not endear me to the entire production. But if you love Stranger Things, I'm so happy for you that this is coming out.
Yeah. For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Okay. So I have a PSA.
Uh-oh.
Before we get into the meat of today's discussion, do you have anything?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So, for those of you who are new to the Divas Podcast Network productions, I like to do a little segment when I remember at the top of the episode called Ways to Help in 2025. Because we do kind of live in a dumpster fire era, and it can feel very hopeless and helpless. Like, what can I even do in the face of all of this that's going on, right? And so, for today's Ways to Help in 2025, that's what it's called. We are in the holiday season. Mm-hmm. And we all know someone in our lives, be it family, friends, found family, etc., who is difficult to shop for.
Yeah.
So I am here with some hot online shopping recommendations for you.
Oh.
Yeah. If you go to the ACLU website, that's the American Civil Liberties Union, you know, the ones that are fighting the Trump administration tooth and nail in court and winning the majority of the time, the ones who are the front line of lawyers defending our democracy these days, they have a merch shop, and they actually have a legitimately pretty cute new line of like winter hoodies and hats and stuff.
Oh.
I know. It's got like a cute little flame design. They also have weed paraphernalia on there that they disguise as being other things. Oh, it's a spice grinder. Sure, baby. It's a spice grinder. You're right.
That will appeal to 85% of our audience.
There you go. So
apparently,
the ACLU website, if you go there, wonderful things that would make great gifts for somebody who would appreciate getting something with ACLU's logo on it, and people who would not appreciate getting something with the logo. Along those lines, the Human Rights Campaign actually has a really cute holiday shop set up on their website right now. There's an adorable like pride flag rainbow snowflake Christmas tree ornament.
Aww.
It's really like legitimately pretty. They've got a bunch of cute shit, and that's the Human Rights Campaign is out there defending LGBTQ plus rights at every level across the country right now. And so you could go and shop for their stuff, and some of it's actually really subtle. Some of it's very not subtle, but some of it's really subtle. And so you could like sneak a Human Rights Campaign logo onto your MAGA uncle, and that would be hilarious. Also, Planned Parenthood. They are providing vital reproductive health care to and fighting for the rights of anyone with a uterus across this country right now, and they need all the help they can get. But what they do have right now, which caught my eye, is a really cool new like iridescent hologram line of merch for their Stand With Black Women campaign. It's really dope. So you can go to the Planned Parenthood website, the Human Rights Campaign website, the ACLU website, get some of that merch and give it to whoever you think would love it or hate it, whatever. It doesn't matter if they do hate it. They could take it out in their yard and burn it if they want. You already paid for it and thus donated to that organization. Fun fact, also, if you don't want to get merch, if you just want to donate, you can donate, especially to Planned Parenthood, in someone else's name, and then provide their address. So they'll get a thank you letter from Planned Parenthood thanking them for their financial contribution. Just some gift ideas that will help in 2025 and also troll the people you want to troll in your life.
And you may feel inspired after spending your Thanksgiving with some of these people. So
wow, yeah, because look, today, particularly with very recent events that have been going on in our country, just in the last couple of days, today's going to be rough, y'all. So you can we're doing this live, but it's going to be up on YouTube. You could just watch this on repeat if you want, and I hope we can help drown it out for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my PSA. That's all I got.
That's your PSA. Hey, speaking of stupid ass right wing dumbass people,
were we? Excellent. Go on.
Oh yeah. So y'all may have seen this. I've had 50 plus DMs over this one topic, and so nice. I'm gonna address it.
What is
it?
But
y'all gotta come correct on this one. So some right wing assholes from Simi Valley, California. Simi Valley being the place where the Rodney King trial happened in the early 90s that used to have the largest chapter of the Ku Klux Klan, all that fun stuff.
Ooh,
I used to live there, yay. Anyway, this extremely racist area of Southern California, there's a group of people organizing a MAGA day at Disneyland, which is bizarre because they hate Disney so much. It's so woke, but they're going to go to the theme park and spend the money.
We'll show you, Disney.
Yeah.
We pay full ticket price because we don't have membership passes here.
Yeah.
So
now, naturally, there are many people annoyed by this, and rightfully so. But then they get stupid because they're like, "Why isn't Disney doing anything about this? Blah 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 blah. Why aren't they banning people? Blah 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 blah." Okay, so hold on, y'all. You know damn well if Disney made us think about this and told people, "Oh my God, please don't come to Disney," that would cause controversy for them and that would make it worse.
Right. They
already banned political sayings and shit on their T-shirts and hats. For the most part,
if somebody goes in with like a MAGA hat, they're not going to be allowed to wear it.
Yeah, they're going to be asked to hey sir, how about this? Like they're quite clever about it. It's like, we have this Mickey Mouse hat you can wear instead.
Right.
And the thing is that these people are showing up to cause problems. They're always the rudest fucking people, by the way. The cast members have to put up with their shit. Their cast members are going to ask them to change their T-shirts, change their hats, all this stuff, because that's what they do today. Mm-hmm. And so they have to do it even more, assuming people even show up for this. That's the other thing, people. this group in Simi Valley, California, no one fucking heard of them until other people started bitching about them and raising their profile, being like, these people want to do this thing. They got all this free marketing out of it.
Right.
So now, anyway, I am going to go to Disneyland that day, Stephanie, and I'm going to be rainbowed.
So is today supposed to be the mega day?
No, it's February something. I don't even remember the day.
Go on.
I'll post about it online at some point, I'm sure.
Don't. You're just giving them the attention.
Oh, no. I'm going to show up gay as fuck. Probably will be holding hands and hugging men and doing all that fun stuff that you can do in public to make people uncomfortable without, like, not being family friendly. Right. So, join me. Be gay as fuck with me at Disneyland that day, and let's make the right-wing people uncomfortable. They show up every day, y'all. They're there every day. Like, there's always... It's in Orange County. Like, it's the most right-wing area in Southern California, and, like, these people just show up all the fucking time. They always get asked to change their clothing, and then they're really... When that person's really fucking mean to cast members out of that process, and it's basically abuse. And so, for those of y'all online that are concerned about it... There's plenty of reasons to give Disney shit. This is just not one of them.
I feel like the trash is going to take itself out in that scenario.
Absolutely.
Anyway, because if you got a group of people showing up to a very expensive theme park and paying to get in, and now they feel entitled to be assholes there because that was the point of the event, then they're gonna misbehave enough to get themselves escorted and banned. So it's fine. It's fine.
Oh my God, Eric just my partner in chat says, they chose the same day as the unofficial Pride event that encouraged attendees to wear red shirts, so it's going to be hilarious. Oh my God, I didn't realize it was the same day as many gay days. Oh girl. Oh, I'm for sure showing up now. That's going to be fucking tea. Mm-hmm.
Wait, so it's many gay days is a wear a red shirt day?
Yeah, so gay days, we, back in the day, Disney would not allow any Pride events whatsoever, so it's out of protest or... It kind of became the symbol. If you wore a red shirt, you were basically acknowledging the event. And this has been happening since the late 90s.
Oh
so
my God.
it's
and MAGA thinks red is like their color.
Yeah, it's not.
So that's going to be super fun. Oh my God, I love this for everybody. Go,
I know.
But be safe.
I'm definitely going.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my thing.
All right, then. We're like 20 million minutes into this podcast episode. Maybe we should get into why we're here today.
I'm ready to get into it.
All right. I'm ready to get all up in it.
All up into it. Or have them go all up in... Anyway.
So what we're doing on this podcast is we are watching through the entire Star Wars visual story in chronological order, which means we started with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and we have been trudging through starship graveyards through time since then.
Whoa.
We did have to make a U-turn and come back to The Bad Batch after covering a bunch of other stuff because we were waiting for The Bad Batch to finish, but here we are. We are talking about Star Wars The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 7, Battlescars.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh. Do you have an intro? Oh,
Hold
God.
Daddy's back. Wrecker is feeling the effects of the chip, which is causing him great pain, but Clone Force 99 doesn't know how to help him. Don't worry, a very, very sexy friend will show up, and oh my fucking God, I love Rex so much!
Honestly, that's how Admiral Yularen should have done all of his intros in the Clone Wars. Just end it with, oh my God, I love Rex so much.
I agree.
Yeah, because it's just true. So typically, when we go into these Bad Batch episodes, I haven't really had like any behind the scenes or production people to talk about because it's Filoni's dream team. We've talked about them before on the podcast, all through Clone Wars, all through Rebels. However, we do have someone newish to talk about today. I may have talked about her before, but it bears repeating. So this episode is written by Jennifer Corbett.
Oh, yes.
Jennifer Corbett is also an executive producer and developer for this entire series. She worked with Dave Filoni to develop the Bad Batch series. She tends to write a handful of episodes for each season, usually the season premiere and the season finale, and maybe an episode or two in the middle.
All the episodes that traumatized me the most in the Bad Batch were written by her.
It's Jennifer Corbett.
I have screened her name into the darkness.
There you go. She did co-write the series premiere, which was Aftermath. So if you enjoy the Bad Batch, y'all, just remember that you have a woman to thank for that. And that,
but Stephanie, women don't like Star Wars.
Which is the weirdest thing. No, women and femmes actually do love Star Wars. No matter what, some fucking grifter YouTuber who is just infuriating you for clicks might say.
They're just
I'm
mad that
talking
no-
about Star Wars theory.
Yeah, yeah. Is he still around? I haven't heard from her in a while.
I blocked him on everything, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure
Don't
he
know,
had
don't care.
something to say. There was that article that came out recently with Leslie Headland, basically saying everything that we said about the cancellation of The Acolyte, about how it was just Disney caving to pressure from the negative parts of the fandom and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He had something to say about that. I don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
You can't if you can't if you can't allow people to love what they want, which is all I think people should do is let people love what they want. They're not hurting you, and then you thrive off of negativity, criticism, and bigotry.
Not just thrive off of it, profit off of it.
Profit off of it.
That's
you
the
know,
thing.
You can go to fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's gonna.
Oh, but that's not what I do.
Wow,
Fucking
okay.
bullshit.
That's
I
my
hate-
least favorite voice that you do.
Yeah, that's my right wing dumb boy
I
voice.
don't like it.
Well, you're not supposed to.
But I don't like that my friend turns into that for a second. It's weird.
I lived in Texas for a while. I have a lot of examples.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So, if we don't have anything else, then we should get
go.
into it. You want to get into it? I want to get into it. Okay. So we open the episode and we meet our heroes mid-space firefight.
Yes.
So apparently the Bad Batch has stolen a lizard. And there is the Rokai gang are very upset about that lizard being stolen and are chasing them through space. And we have the classic Star Wars moment of, oh my God, we're being shot at. Hurry up and fix the hyperdrive so we can jump away.
Yeah, Echo's working on it. Thank goodness.
Right.
What is Ruby? I've never heard of this lizard before.
Okay, so let's get into what Ruby is real quick. Ruby, the lizard that's in the box and like screaming and hissing and will eventually be jumping on Wrecker's face. She is a Zardamalo.
Oh, what?
A Zardamalo. That is a small, non-sentient, quadrupedal reptilian creature, notable for their greenish-blue scales and skin, and their vulvation.
Their what?
Vulvation. That is a scientific term for animals that roll up in a ball.
Oh, okay. That sounded like something else.
It sounded like vulva, which is why
Yeah.
I said it.
It sounds like when you clench a certain way.
It sounds like lady bits. It sounds like doing something active with your lady bits. My vulvation. Yeah, you know.
God damn it. Anyway,
No,
I
vulvation
love
is
talking about vaginas.
it's vulvation is like armadillos, echidnas, pangolins, animals that curl up in a ball to protect themselves. Although a Zardamalo apparently will also do it to roll itself places. It is a form of locomotion. So yeah, the Ruby is like a space pangolin. An incredibly valuable, apparently, creature
Yeah.
for reasons
Well, she's
not
pretty.
explained. Well, I suspect that she's probably valuable for the same reason that pangolins are valuable, which is that they're easy to kill and you can like take their scales and shit and turn them into weird medicine. I don't know. It's bad. I fucking love
so
pangolins.
Ruby's gonna die? Damn.
Probably. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, they have this lizard, and they are trying to get away from the Rokai gang. While they're trying to get away, the ship gets jostled. The lizard gets out, immediately climbs onto Wrecker's face. It is chaos. Omega manages to catch her again. The hyperdrive is fixed, and boom, they jump away. Huzzah!
That was so stressful. That was a stressful opening.
Well, I feel like this is just a glimpse into like a day in the life of the Bad Batch now.
Essentially, yeah.
This is what some of the Republic's most elite soldiers have been reduced to, is wrangling lizards away from gangs.
Yeah, and I couldn't find much information on the ships. They look like shoeboxes with wings on them.
There's the shoebox ships.
Yeah.
The shoebox wings. Sure.
Yeah, sure. So that's what I have them as my notes. I could tell they have no shield, so the Bad Batch could have easily turned around and just blew them out of the sky, but they chose not to.
Yeah, which was nice of them.
Yeah.
All right, so we are back at Sid's on Ord Mantell. They're turning in the lizard to Sid.
Yeah.
Sid's not impressed with the lizard. Echo asks her asks Sid what the client wanted the lizard for, and Sid goes, maybe it's a pet. Maybe he wants to turn it into stew. Don't know, don't care. And Hunter's like, as long as you get paid. And Sid's like, now you're catching on. And guess what? That means you get paid too.
Yep.
Yeah, a little judgy, guys. A little judgy. Yeah,
Also, speaking of judgy, Sid does say that Ruby's a weird-looking lizard. Tell me,
Right?
tell me, tell me, Trandoshan, what a weird looking lizard looks like. Please.
Well, yeah. It's I imagine for her it's like when have you ever been face to face with like an actual small primate?
Yeah,
It's weird.
it is kind of weird.
That's the moment
But
she's
then they
having.
make those cute faces and those eyes.
No, it's not that cute. No, so okay. Story time.
Uh-oh.
When Lucas and I went on our honeymoon, we went to Monterey Bay, California. And there's a guy who he and his pet monkey do entertainment. Just like a busker on the boardwalk in Monterey Bay. But this monkey is old and fucking over it, right? And so the routine is like, I sit over here, you give me a peanut, I put the hat on my head. I jump over here, you give me a fucking peanut, I put the hat on my head. This monkey hates its job so much. Every time it goes over and sits and looks at the guy. If he doesn't get the peanut fast enough, he's screaming at the man. Give me the fucking peanut! And puts the hat on his head, jumps over to the other spot. Peanut me! Puts a hat on his head. And the guy's like, who wants to come over and pet him? And I'm like, absolutely not.
No.
He's got rage. And so,
Yeah.
no, I don't. I can see where Sid's coming from with being a little uncanny valleyed out by being presented with a small, perhaps less evolved version of herself.
That's fair.
So, but this moment is also a really good reminder to our boys. Sid is true neutral.
Oh, yeah.
She does not give a fuck, and all of you are good aligned. And so this relationship has an expiration date.
Yeah, as some naturally do sometimes. He. By the way, y'all, side note, that reminds me, the people you work with aren't your friends. But sit on that, because that's going to be a reoccurring theme when it comes to Sid for a long, long time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
They are
this
not
is a
your
working
friends.
relationship. But these guys are used to like camaraderie.
Yeah.
And but no, this, yeah.
This is a business relationship.
Right. And yeah, stick a pin in that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You are correct. Mm-hmm. So the batch are on their way to the back room with Sid. Hunter notices a mysterious cloaked figure doing a full Aragorn and the Prancing Pony moment.
I know, right?
Off to the side.
And the goosebumps started forming all over my body. There's something, his aura or something about him was like, I love him. I don't know why. I don't even know who that is.
My pants are sliding off already. Who is this? What's happening? But Hunter is distracted from this because Omega and Wrecker are asking him if they can go do something. Mm-hmm. Because it's tradition to do it after every mission. And Hunter's like, oh my God. So ding on the Hunter stressed out single dad.
Yeah, I know, right?
Counter.
Poor Hunter.
For those of you who are just joining us, who have never experienced a Divas podcast before, we do counters for things that happen repeatedly in the media that we watch. Hunter is repeatedly and often the stressed out single dad.
Yep.
And so we have a Hunter stressed out single dad counter. So ding on that. Do we actually count these things and tally them up? No.
No, but we have listeners who do, which is really awesome. And also, like, it triggers my imposter syndrome.
Because you remember that people listen to us?
Yeah, and actually pay attention to the things that we say, like holding me into account.
I really feel like that shouldn't happen.
I love, by the way,
that.
Steph, I love checking like our reviews and Spotify comments. There's people that comment on an episode we did like 4 years ago recently. Right. And I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know you got to give me a timestamp. I don't know what I said.
Yeah.
I've slept and been under general anesthesia since then.
Several times.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Hunter just sighs and is like, oh, okay, fine, fucking go, whatever. They scamper off. Hunter starts going to the back. We do get a close-up on the mysterious Aragorn-like figure in the corner. I know those eyes.
I know
right? Those eyes.
I know. I know who it is.
Yes, but we're going to keep it all inside. All right.
Yeah.
So we are in Sid's office. Sid is paying them out their cut from the job, and it's seriously like 3. Okay, I know I typed in my notes 3 cred sticks.
What? Oh, you did not.
Autocorrect called it breadsticks. So the Bad Batch just got paid in breadsticks, everybody.
It's like Sid works at the Olive Garden.
Right. Look, my sister used to work at the Olive Garden when she was in high school. And they would pay you in breadsticks if they could.
Girl, that was a college meal. It was like you show up, you get unlimited breadsticks for a $5 pasta plate, and then keel over later in the bathroom. But you know what? It was worth it.
Is it possible to die of carb poisoning? Because I
'Cause-
would try.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so they get paid. It's very, very little. Much, much less than they were expecting. And they object. And I love Echo and Hunter immediately go full grumpy face on her. And
Oh,
Tech
yeah.
is just standing there like clearly doing the mental math. And he's like, no, actually, this tracks. So it makes sense. But Sid explains to them that the reason they're not getting paid out much is because they're in debt to her.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. Your wages have been garnished, gentlemen.
You're
And
eating my fucking food. You're staying at my place. You have your ship in my goddamn spaceport. This shit costs money.
Right. I don't know. Here's the thing, though. I don't know how much of the, like, because Hunter reads off the list and he's like, docking fees, port charges, gear, fuel, rations, and 20 cartons of Mantel mix.
Yep.
Everything up until the Mantel mix definitely sounds like Sid is probably scamming them.
I think the Mantel mix gives it legitimacy.
But I feel like the Mantel mix is added to this list. A, we'll find out why. But B, because it's to make it seem more legitimate. Because don't tell me Sid is in charge of docking. Don't tell me Sid is in charge of port charges.
Okay, I for some reason knew this was going to come up. I headcanoned that maybe one day Tech or Echo or somebody will go, hey, this ship needs fuel. And they show up to the spaceport and they're like, only the best fuel for my baby, because they never had to pay for fuel before.
Right.
So they use the best gas. They charge all that money. Yeah, that shit costs money.
Yeah, but then why are they not paying for it? Why do we think Sid is the one who's paying for it?
Because Sid is basically scamming them.
Sid is scamming them.
Look,
Anyway.
I tried, Sid, girl. I tried.
But then all the way up to, okay, so the 20 cartons of Mantel mix. We get a quick cut to Wrecker and Omega have gone to a nice Pentoran vendor somewhere in Ord Mantell City and bought 2 big boxes of candy popcorn.
Yeah, so Steph, you can get Mantel Mix if you go to Batu in Disneyland.
Is it called Mantel Mix there?
Yes.
Because I found a note on StarWars.com saying they call it something else. Like Dark Side Spire Mix.
I recognize, Black Spiral Outpost. I've called it Mantel Mix because I knew where it came from. Because
if Chris called it that, that's the actual real name, you guys.
Well, I've never looked at the menu. I'm like, can I get some of that fucking popcorn? Because nobody calls it, nobody calls it whatever in character name it is.
You're not fully immersed into the experience of the Batu and calling it by what it's called. I'm not sure what kind of Disney adult you think you are right now. Oh, shit. What's going on? Hold, please. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, you cut out for me. Sorry.
Okay. Didn't cut out for me.
Okay, sorry. I call it Mantel Mix at least because that's when I was walking by.
You just said you don't call it Mantel Mix.
No,
you said you call it popcorn because nobody calls it that.
Well, I knew it as Mantel Mix, but I'll be like, can I have some of that popcorn, right? Just like when I go to get a Ronto wrap, I'm like, can I just get a wrap with sausage, please? Like, I don't play along.
So you're not
much.
playing along. You're not fully immersing in the experience.
And that makes me feel bad because I remember
it should.
Yeah, because the first time I went to Batu, I memorized the goddamn slang, and I still say bright suns and shit like that. But like, I feel like the cast members that work there now are just like so fucking over it. It's like, can I help you today, sir? Yeah, can I get let me get out my data pad and can I get this for this many credits? Like they just want, can I just get a Diet Coke? Yes, sir, please, just get out of my way. Okay, fine. Like they're just done.
This is not the best commercial for Disney. Master and Mouse is going to hear this, and he's never going to accept you.
Master and Mouse, please forgive me, but your workers
You are making it sound like maybe you go to Batu and the cast members are not happy to see the guests.
Well, because they do bullshit like wear MAGA hats and then they get yelled at, and that kind of shit.
Well, maybe if you used the actual terminology, then they would know that you're not one of the assholes and that you're actually there for the fun of the experience.
But they roll their eyes at me when I try.
Then you poke them in the eye.
Then I lose my magic key. See, y'all, this is why I got in trouble when I was friends with Steph in college, because she would encourage the dark side in me to do bad things.
Yeah. That's how you get minions to do the things. I never do the things.
No,
Other
you never
people
did.
do the things.
I was one of your fucking minions.
That's true.
That look on your face right now.
Big, beautiful minion.
Anyway, if you would like to see the face of evil, you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/.
Baby, this recording is going to be available publicly. It's going to be on YouTube. They don't need to go to Patreon to see it.
You can also go to YouTube. Steph has that evil smile that she does.
That's just my face.
You don't always smile, sweetie.
Moving on back into the episode.
Anyway, I want popcorn.
So, yeah, basically Mantel Mix looks like candy popcorn.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And good for them. And the vendor is trying to get them to pay 14 credits. It's like 7 credits a box. That's really expensive popcorn. But Wrecker's like, just put it on Sid's tab. Oh, okay. So really the debt is just Mantel Mix.
Honestly, with the amount of Mantel Mix Wrecker eats, it could be 80% of the debt.
Right, exactly. Ridiculous amount. It's an expensive tradition. I don't think Hunter had any idea that this is how much this... Because he saw them come back with a bucket of popcorn and was like, how expensive could that possibly be?
Right. Well, it's half eaten, right? So,
right.
Like, yeah.
Half of it's already in Wrecker's tummy. So... Anyway, so getting back into Sid's bar/casino area, Ketch and Bolo are done gaming. Ketch and Bolo being the Weequay and Ithorian, those guys who are always there. They want to go sit down. And Bolo, the Ithorian, wants to sit exactly where the mysterious stranger is sitting. And I think that Bolo, the Ithorian, should want pants. Because just a reminder to everybody, Bolo's character design is based on an action figure of an Ithorian that was released a long time, like back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Which is really just like brown head and limbs and a blue body. So what that translates into in the show is Bolo's just walking around in like a sweater bathing suit, just thighs out.
He is full Winnie the Poohing.
Yeah, no, his junk is covered.
Mostly.
But I mean, I assume that's where the junk is on an Ithorian.
We don't know. I'm afraid of looking it up.
Anyway, he's definitely trying to bully this stranger into moving. The stranger is ignoring him. The situation is escalating. Back into Sid's office. She's telling the Bad Batch that they need a big score to square up with her. And it could have been the tactical droid job, but... And the way that the guys all look at each other, I get the feeling nobody told her where the droid data went.
Oops. And why would you at this point? Like,
right. You know, they're getting some scruples. They're learning. And so she's like, yeah, you got to score a really big job to square up with me. She says, I suggest you figure something out before you see my ugly side. And Tech goes, that's not her ugly side?
Oops.
Dude.
We were thinking it. He's going to say it. I love Tech.
Bless him. He deals in facts. And, Well, anyway, Sid's about to get pissy about it, but we hear a pew, pew, pew from out in the bar. Everybody has to run out and see what the fuck that was about, like you do. They get out there. Bolo and Ketch are running for their lives out the door. The camera slides over to the mysterious stranger, and I know that blue-striped clone armor arm.
As soon as I saw the hand and the arm, I was like, it's 501st armor.
Is sticking out from underneath his cloak, but Chris, that is not a cloak. That is actually the classic Star Wars poncho of disguise.
Fuck yeah.
Because he drops the hood, and who is it?
Daddy Rex.
Oh my god. It's Rex. Rex is back, and everything's fine now.
I just realized, what if we make a show and called it 50 Thirst? instead of first, you know?
Yeah, I think I would pay good money to see that.
Yeah.
Real quick, you glitched out on me. I missed half of that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think there's anything we can do about it.
No, we're fucked. We're fucked.
StreamYard, like, we both checked our internet and made sure everything was fine. StreamYard is just kind of shit.
Yeah.
And so...
As soon as those credits are done, I have ideas.
I'm gonna minimize you again. So
okay.
It is what it is. Oh well. Okay, so yes, that is Rex. It is the return of the king of my heart and also my pants. The batch all look at Rex. Rex looks at the batch. Sid looks at all of them and goes, oh great, another clone, just what I needed. And you know what? That's fair.
I do need this. I needed this so bad.
I do need it, but I also get where she's coming from. Like, seriously, this cannot become the thing where a bunch of you guys who just cost me money and do not do good work are just going to show up
that's
and
fair.
draw imperial attention.
Extra fair. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Sid stomps out. She's grumbling. I love it. The guys walk up to Rex and they're like, where you been? And Rex is like, that's a long story. And like, yeah, like Siege of Mandalore and Order 66 long.
There's a whole season where you can watch what happens.
Yeah, it's a lot. Rex has been through a lot. Capital A, capital L, a lot. Anyway, so we fast forward. Excuse me. But we do get to fast forward to everybody standing at the bar and Rex is wrapping up his long story. So,
right.
Hooray!
So we know everything that happens as a viewer.
We're all caught up. All right. So we turns out we find out that Rex has been listed with the Empire as killed in action, which is handy because that means they're not looking for him because he's supposed to be dead. So
and
that's
he could
nice.
easily disguise himself as another clone?
Yeah, because he's actually a reg. So he's not like these other assholes who can't blend in anywhere, but definitely look like clones. Rex could actually blend in. But he's not making an effort to do that. He's definitely trying to go incognito. He does confirm that the way he was able to find them was Trace and Rafa Martez. He is who they called at the end of last episode.
Look at that, referring to other episodes and being consistent. I love that. It's like it's as if these episodes are well written.
Yeah, like by people who are a fan of continuity. Chris, you're, I think, speaking, because typically Star Wars, especially these animated series, are very good with their continuity.
Yeah.
I think you're speaking from a place of trauma for Holodeck Divas, our Star Trek podcast, where the continuity is sort of at this point. So
a friend of mine said Star Trek treats continuity the same way Star Tours treats Star Wars, and
true.
That's pretty much correct.
There you go. They'll get their shit together eventually. It's still early seasons on TNG, but okay, back into Star Wars. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, Rex is like, Trace and Rafa mentioned that you're traveling with a kid. What's up with that?
Oh.
And Hunter's like, yeah, she's a clone just like us. Well, right then, enter Wrecker and Omega. Wrecker sees Rex and is just the happiest Wrecker to ever be happy. He runs over there, physically picks Rex up in a giant bear hug up off the ground. And I don't know, man. I feel like a bear hug from Wrecker would fix a lot of my life.
And my back problems.
Yeah.
Steph, I had to go back to the season 7 Clone Wars. Wrecker does this to Rex when he says goodbye.
He just, this is what Wrecker does, and Rex just endures it.
Yeah, poor Rex.
I feel like Rex isn't a big hugger, but Wrecker is, and you can't stop him.
Look,
he's like an avalanche that wants to love you.
The 501st was not a lovey-dovey group of people.
No. I mean, they had solid affection and camaraderie and loyalty, but not a lot of cuddling. More's the pity.
Yeah, and
I think Umbara would have been a lot more fun if there had been more cuddling.
I know, and if they wanted to cuddle with Anakin, he was off somewhere they don't know.
Well, I mean, they could cuddle with each other.
Oh, ew, incest.
Cuddle.
Oh yeah. See,
not all cuddling has to result in penetration and orgasms. Like,
when I cuddle with clones, it sure does.
That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, so Omega sees Rex just absolutely adoring, not Rex, Wrecker. God damn it, that's going to fuck me up trying to talk through this because Wrecker and Rex, it sounds the same.
In chat, someone says the 501st form of affection is committing war crimes together. That's true. That's
true. Yeah. Anyway, Omega sees all of this whole bear hug situation. She's like, I thought we don't like the regs.
Oops.
And Wrecker's like, oh, no, this one we like. And Hunter introduces Rex to Omega. And Rex is a good man. And he understands that if you're going to talk to somebody, you should get on eye level with them. So he takes a knee so that he can talk with Omega. And he looks at her and says, I've met many clones in my time, but never one like you.
Mm-hmm.
And Omega doesn't answer him right away. Instead, she's peering intently at his face.
Looking into his soul, even. It's like,
right.
Whoa.
Doing this for long enough that Rex kind of fidgets a little. Because this is kind of a lot. And she goes, you're a Generation 1. And he's like, how did you know that? She said, from the lines on your face. Omega!
I know.
Did nobody teach you that is rude?
She's worn down.
Well, that's the thing is Rex is like, yeah, I guess I've been around. Babe, yes, you have. So let's just refresh on the timeline of Rex. the Rexness of it all. This episode does confirm Rex is a Generation 1, which means he is of the very first group of clones that were made by the Kaminoans. So he was born, decanted, hatched, whatever you want to call it. Well, they're in like a bottle. Anyway.
Sure.
In a tank 10 years before Attack of the Clones.
Wow.
That's when Rex came about. And remember, the aging of clones is accelerated. So he was born in 32 BBY. This episode is happening in 19 BBY. So chronologically, Rex has been alive for 13 years.
But has lived the lives of so many people. He's like 800 years at this point.
Right. Physically, because of the accelerated aging. Physically, mentally, emotionally, he's in the 26 to 30 range. But that's a really rough 26 to 30.
Yeah, again, he was standing aside Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars. That's fucking fucked up, yeah. I mean,
he's not just Gen 1, he's Gen 1 that was
traumatized,
being stressed out by Anakin Skywalker on the daily in war zones.
Oh, Jesus.
He was getting flung bodily with the Force into shit just all the time. So yeah, I mean, that kind of stress will age you. I feel like clones age like American presidents, you know?
Ooh, good
like if you look at
observation.
a picture of Obama from his first day in office on his first term and Obama on his last day in office on his second term.
Oh, he aged 40 years.
That was a lot more than 8 years that passed on that, because stress will do that to you. And there is not a job in the Star Wars galaxy more stressful than what the clone troopers were asked to do.
Agreed, yeah.
So I'm just in defense of Rex's face. His wonderful, delightful, beautiful, handsome face that I want to sit on. That face.
We have confirmed that Daddy Rex, Salt and Pepper Rex in Rebels is our favorite version.
Santa Beard Rex?
Oh, yeah.
Humana. Yeah. It's actually a little jarring to see Rex in this, because at this point in the Bad Batch, I've gotten so used to seeing the faces of the Bad Batch. And even Echo, who is a reg, has been through so much. He does not look.
He doesn't look like a normal clone. Yeah.
So seeing Rex here, and he's just got reg face. It's a beloved face. I adore Rex. He is my favorite Star Wars character after Leia and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
But seeing his face here is actually a little disconcerting. He looks like the odd one out now, not them. You know what I mean?
I can see that. Yeah, yeah. He looks so normal that he's different in this group. Yeah,
it's very strange. Yeah. Anyway, this whole heartwarming moment where we're studying Rex's face and wanting to sit on it, interrupted by Wrecker's sudden headache.
Oh, good.
He's in some serious pain, and he's like asking for pain medication and stuff. Rex is instantly on alert.
Yeah.
He's like, what's wrong here?
He starts to back away. He pulls out his gun. I'm like,
he has not pulled
Rex.
it out yet. Let the scene build, babe.
Okay, fine. He's not pulled it out yet.
You're going directly to the whipping shit out. There's a little foreplay that builds up to this. He's not immediately going to pull his gun.
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
You did. You asked. Anyway, so Rex is like, what's going on here? They're like, oh, Wrecker's just been getting more and more painful and more frequent headaches that have been giving 2 podcast hosts fucking gray hairs for weeks now.
Yeah.
It's fine. But Tech tries to reassure Rex and says, if you're concerned about the so-called inhibitor chips, don't be. Our deviant nature appears to have impeded their functionality. But
that's
Tech
a personal attack, by the way.
Yes, there is that. Your deviant nature does impede your functionality, Chris.
Yeah.
That's true. But Tech is a facts guy, and so he can't help but add accepting Crosshair. Because Crosshair's chip works fine.
Just fine. In fact, it could be improved upon.
Oh my God. So Rex is like horrified. He says, hold on, you haven't removed your chips? And now Rex is putting himself in between them and Omega and putting his hand on his gun. Because now he's acting like those 3 are a threat. Those 4 are a threat.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so, welcome back to Rex's trauma, everybody. Let's just quickly mentally rewind everything that happened to him in season 7 with the whole Order 66 thing where he almost murdered his best friend and then had to run for his life from his other best friends and brothers and then had to let them all die and then bury them in the snow, you know?
Yeah, not traumatizing at all.
Because of these chips. Anyway, he explains to them and says, those chips make you a threat to everyone around you, even her. You're all ticking time bombs. And he warns them that he has seen what happens when the chips get activated. He says that you cannot control it. And I don't want to bury any more of my brothers.
Ugh.
This is exactly the wake-up call that these guys needed. They have been super casual about the chips because they feel invincible because they've been immune to it so far. And like,
well, that, and also haven't seen the full breadth of the devastation that is Order 66. Certainly they saw what happened with the Jedi.
And they saw the change in the regs at Camino.
Yeah, and Crosshair, and that in itself was one thing, but having Rex be so deeply triggered that he is prepared to shoot them is another level. Like, this is Rex.
Yeah.
He doesn't get spooked like this. He does
not. You're right. Yeah.
You know?
So this level of reaction is pulling them up short. I mean, we've seen Tech working on like a chip scanner thing, but that was episodes ago.
Yeah.
And so like they really have been just like, oh, whatever, that's a problem for later. Rex is making it their problem right now. And letting them know this is imminent. Okay. And I feel like him pointing out that they could hurt Omega is definitely making an impact here.
Yeah, Hunter's dad face immediately, like,
right, ding, Hunter, stressed out single dad counter.
He's like, great, I could fucking kill her at any moment. That's just great.
So Hunter's like, cool, all right, how do we get these chips out? And Rex is like, you know what, let me do some research and get back to you.
Wait, what?
Well, he didn't show up here thinking this was something he was going to have to do.
No, of course not. But like Rex is just like, you're in danger. You could kill Omega at any moment. Oh, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Like, what?
Right. Okay.
Anyway, Dean on the Bales counter for Rex. I feel like I feel like that's appropriate.
Bail Organa not even here to be involved, but sure.
Yeah.
I like that Bail Organa catches strays from shit he's not even there for. That makes me happy.
It makes sense, though. It's his counter.
Anyway, so we cut to the Havoc Marauder in hyperspace. Oh, Rex has a solution. We're going to go meet him on Braca to figure out how to have brain surgery.
So somebody told me, maybe listeners can correct me on this, or the person that told me. Somebody told me that there was a short Bad Batch comic series that happens between the moment where Rex tells him, oh my god, y'all are going to die, and them coming to Braca. Huh. So apparently there's like time has passed. Apparently.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I didn't know about that. If somebody could find out what that is and let us know, that'd be great.
Yeah, and if there are any shirtless pictures of Hunter in the comics, that would incentivize me more.
Any of them, really. I'm not here for, like, I'm not attracted to Wrecker, but I can admire what all of his work with Gonki has done to his physique. So.
Oh, Gonki.
Yeah.
He's the best Gonk.
Anyway, so we are on our way to go meet Rex for brain surgery. Wrecker is high-key freaking out about it. He's like, he wants to cut open my head. And Tech's like, all of our heads, actually. And Omega goes, not mine. I don't have an inhibitor chip.
Thanks, Omega.
It's so helpful.
God,
child.
This group of people.
Anyway, Tech is putting the finishing touches on his chip scanner thingamabob that he's been working on since like episode 2 or whatever, and we move on. We are rolling up on Braca, and honestly, this is the coolest fucking planet.
Right?
Does this look familiar to you, Chris?
No.
Oh my. Okay. So would you like to know about Braca?
Yes.
Braca is the rocky, inhospitable planet in the Lantillian sector of the galaxy's midrim, near the intersection of multiple hyperspace routes, making it an ideal location for a starship junkyard.
Oh my gosh.
This entire planet and everything about it was originally developed for a little 2019 game you might have heard of called Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, yeah.
This is where Cal Kestis is working at the beginning of the game.
And where he meets his sexy bestie.
Sure. I don't know. I've only played a little bit of Fallen Order, but I remember this planet. It's really cool.
So good.
Anyway, the use of this planet as a starship junkyard is aided by the resident Ibtis Maw. Mm-hmm. The Ibtis Maw is a vast superorganism that lives hundreds of meters below the planet's surface. It is basically a planet-sized digestive system that is connected to a network of Sarlacc pit type mouths all over the planet, into which the Scrapper Guild, who work here, just dump in all the husks of stripped starships so that the Ibtis Maw can eat them and then shit out the raw materials, which the scrappers then sell to the Empire.
So we're saying that Imperial metal, like the ship they make TIE fighters
It's
out of and
Ibtis Maw
stuff,
shit.
is shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's Ibtis Maw shit. Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, why not? Why not? That's such a fucking cool concept.
You know, that's a very green, like, there's no, like, furnace, there's nothing, like, devastating the atmosphere. They're using natural means to achieve the
Something
process.
is up with the atmosphere on Braca, though, and I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. This planet looks fucking cool. They're following a beacon to meet up with Rex, and there they meet him, and they do, like, some manly forearm clasping, and I just want to wiggle right in the middle of there.
Right.
Rex and Hunter doing, like, the Predator handshake. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I have that in my notes, too.
just squeeze right in there. We can just hug this out. Omega, avert your eyes. Wrecker, you too.
Right.
Need to corrupt anyone today. Anyway, everybody's going to go off on a long hike through the rusting ship rubble that's everywhere. They do see sort of in the distance a Venator-class Jedi cruiser from the Clone War. And Rex is like, that I got my chip removed in a ship like that, so we're going to go over there and use the medbay on that ship to do this for you guys. And it's like a mile away. So Wrecker says exactly what I'm thinking. He's like, why did we have to land way over there then?
Same.
Right. Well, we see why pretty much right away. A little floaty platform goes over. It's the Scrapper Guild. The Scrapper Guild is everywhere. And if we get spotted by the Scrapper Guild, they will report us to the Empire.
That sounds bad. Luckily, that will not come up this episode.
I'm sure it's not a problem. But here's my thing. Okay, this wreckage of this Venator-class Jedi cruiser looks old.
Yeah.
It looks busted and rusted and just falling apart. But the Clone War ended like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And it only lasted like 3 years. Now, they do mention that this is one of the first ships off the line.
Yeah.
But it's only been like 3 years. So in order for it to be this corroded, what the fuck is in the air on Braca?
Well, it's not just that stuff. So, if I remember correctly in Fallen Order, you see this in the background. When they dump ships on this planet, they literally just, like, send it through space, through the atmosphere where it's burning up and shit.
Oh, okay.
And then it smashes into the Earth.
It's not gently parked.
They don't gently park shit here. That's why everything's so smashed. I do want to do a quick shout out. I love the continuity of everything with this episode.
Yeah.
Like, for example, as they're walking away, we do get a shot of the Y-wing that Rex used to get the fuck off that ship with Ahsoka.
Nice.
And they did that whole like big epic Ahsoka is holding onto the Y-wing while they go down into the planet thing. Ugh. But also Ahsoka was there and I miss her.
Yeah. Her presence will be felt here, but Rex will very wisely not be mentioning her. But we'll get to
Never.
it. Okay.
Never.
So we're getting deeper into the wreckage of this planet. Rex and Echo have a moment to finally fucking talk about fives.
Oh.
Do you remember when we were covering Clone Wars Season 7 and I was all tied up in emotional knots about, because they're going to rescue Echo.
Yeah.
And Echo has been gone since before the whole thing with Fives and finding out about the chips and Fives being essentially murdered for that knowledge. So I was in pain for Rex and Echo, knowing that Rex was going to have to sit him down and be like, here's what happened to your best friend while you were being a supercomputer for the Techno Union.
God damn it.
Right. And but we never got that conversation in the episode. And honestly, there was no time for it because as soon as the mission was over, Echo ran off with the Bad Batch.
Right.
So I really appreciate them circling back around to this, to have these two who knew. I mean, Rex has known Echo and Fives were the only ones left from Domino Squad.
Right.
And Rex has known Domino Squad since their rookie days, literally the episode Rookies.
Oh.
Back in Clone Wars. So it's good to circle back and sort of complete that loop. I really appreciate that.
Love the continuity. Like,
right?
Y'all, this is signs of a well-written show. Like, this show rewards you for being a hardcore animation fan for Star Wars.
Absolutely.
And it drives me nuts that like people shit on this show. It's like, why? It's like the best. It is the Andor of animation.
It's so fucking good. And I think people who don't enjoy that aspect of the Bad Batch are also the people who just don't like Star Wars animation. And that's fine. You don't have to like what you don't like. But don't try and talk other people out of liking it. And don't make fun of people for liking a Star Wars cartoon.
I feel like if you were in the Clone Wars show for the story of the clones, this is the Bad Batch is your show.
Yeah. And I fucking love the clones. The clones are my favorite part of Star Wars.
Yeah, mine too. And I get it. Some people are just in it for the laser swords, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
There's
you
no
like what you like,
here.
but don't shit on people for liking what they like.
Amen.
Okay. So yeah, Rex tells Echo about how Fives tried to warn him about the chips, but he didn't figure it out until too late. How did you guys find out about the chips? And Echo's like, oh, Omega. She told us.
Because she
works in the fucking lab. She knows. Anyway, they're on their way to the Jedi cruiser. It is half sunk into some water that's just sort of around all over the place. Hunter notices that some of the water ripples as they pass, and I hate it. I hate it because I don't like deep water, and I don't like the idea that there is stuff living in deep water. And having that water ripple tells me that there's something in there.
And in my notes I have, it's going to have tentacles, isn't it?
Of course, because of where we are.
God damn it.
Oh my God. But I just want to be clear. For me, this is thalassophobia, which is a fear of deep water and the stuff that lives in it.
I didn't know there was a word for it. That's
It
cool.
is. It is not this, because I'm not freaked out about the ships that are submerged in the water. That is submechanophobia, which is a fear of submerged man-made objects. Which is also, it's legit.
So,
Shit's
like,
freaky.
if somebody with that phobia sees a picture of a submarine, they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Submerged man-made objects are fucking freaky. Me, I have a healthy respect for the ocean. I come from a family of sailors, and I let them go and sail. I don't want anything to do with it. The ocean has its secrets, and I have mine, and we don't need to meet in the middle on that. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
anyway,
it was like that. I remember this happened a couple of years ago, but there was somebody was like, "Oh, we found this bone that just like washed up on shore," and they thought it was a whale bone, and it turns out no, it's from a shark, and the shark is probably half the size of a blue whale. I'm like, what?
Huh? I don't think it was a bone though, because nerd alert, sharks don't have bones.
Whatever
they're cartilaginous.
Yeah, cartilage is But anyway, I'm like, if there are sharks that big in the ocean, no thanks, no thank you.
Yeah, no. Google deep blue sometime. That is a shark. She has a name.
Oh my, is that real? I thought it was a horror movie.
Yeah, no, I think her name is Deep Blue. Well, okay, here I go, fucking googling it.
Because what is that terrible movie that I love watching? The Mick or whatever it's called.
The Meg. The shirtless Jason Statham fights a giant shark movie.
And there's three of them. There's three of them.
Oh my God, so good. The first one is, her name is Deep Blue. She is a great white shark she's fucking famous in marine biology circles. According to this, she's about 20 feet long. Yeah. There are cars smaller than this shark.
Yeah.
Like
and
a lot
she's really
cars.
old, right? Because sharks don't die. Sharks are basically immortal.
We're not really sure what the natural cause of death for a shark is. So.
Oh my God.
Anyway, okay,
so
getting back into this.
Anyway, stay out of the ocean, kids.
This is why I have the thalassophobia, okay?
Yeah.
I'm fascinated, but no thank you. So Hunter warns the squad to stay above the waterline, and I'm like, no fucking problem, dude. I will stay above the whole planet. Can I just not be here for this?
Yeah, can I borrow your Y-Wing, Rex?
I gotta go. Anyway, we finally get inside the Jedi cruiser, and Rex comments, last time I was aboard one of these, it didn't end so well. No shit. And Echo's like, if the inhibitor chip isn't something you can control, how'd you get yours out? And Rex goes, I had help.
That's one way of putting it.
That's the thing. Even with these guys, he trusts the Bad Batch. However, they are also clones with as yet unremoved inhibitor chips in their brains. He's not going to mention that a Jedi helped him.
Yeah. He's like, oh, my bestie, Ahsoka Tano, the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, a Jedi. She totally helped me.
The one whose location I'm absolutely going to protect and not reveal to you. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's keeping that secret. Because it's not that he doesn't trust them, he doesn't trust the technology in their brain, and that's legit. Anyway, so we keep walking, and because life must always be on fucking hard mode for the clones, they have to cross a chasm in the wreckage.
Yeah.
So they toss a cable across, they anchor it somehow. Everybody shimmies across this, except for Wrecker and his acrophobia.
Yeah, the poor Wrecker. Well, earlier they had to walk across a beam, right?
I know, he's so cute. He got down on like
crawled.
all fours.
That would be me. I'd be like, Dean on the reside list attacks me personally counter. Yes, I'm not walking on a goddamn beam if there's
No.
like a chasm below. No, I'm hugging
Holy
that shit and
shit.
crawling.
Yeah, and so, but now the only way to get across is to hang upside down from a cable and shimmy across.
Not these thick thighs.
That's the thing.
No.
Wrecker assesses the situation and decides he would rather die of a brain chip than do this.
Same.
Omega starts cheering him on, though, and so for his sister, he starts to try and cross. But oh wait, Wrecker weighs a metric ton.
Oh dear.
So the cable snaps and he falls, but part of it gets wrapped around his ankle and it yanks him up short just above the surface of the water down there. And so Omega looks down at her favorite brother dangling above the water and she sees the shadow of a giant monster swimming up underneath him. Thalassophobia! Oh my god. Oh, it's just my nightmare. Oh no.
Right?
Oh my god. So everyone's like, Wrecker, climb, climb, climb. And they start trying to pull him up. But no, Star Wars can't resist a good hentai moment. The fucking tentacles up out of the water.
Why does it have tentacles?
Because it's Star Wars. Because it's a Dianoga. That's why.
Yeah.
This is a really big Dianoga. If you guys are curious, what's a Dianoga? Do you remember? I remember. In A New Hope, in the trash compactor on the Death Star, that's a Dianoga.
Yeah, you get a good look at them on Star Tours if you do the...
I don't want a good look at them.
The Craft Death Star scenario. You're dragged into the water, and there's like 12 of them right in front of you, and they have their freaky fucking eyes.
No.
But we don't see the eyes in this scene. Instead, we see its butthole.
That's actually its mouth, but yes.
With teeth, and I'm like...
It's toothy, but it's vagina dentata face. Yes.
Yes.
That's what you see. Yes.
And I'm like, I'm kind of curious.
I mean, everything's fuckable once.
Right.
For a minute.
Yeah.
Christopher. No.
Sometimes I wonder, is this
That's
how I want to go?
That's how you get amputated.
That's how you get amputated. Oh, ow. No, thank you.
Duh. The fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, so yeah, we have got to get Wrecker away from the giant hentai monster in the water.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So everybody's pulling him up. Notice Echo is not helping to pull him up because Echo has one hand. So with that one hand, because he can't pull on the cable, he is using his blaster to shoot the monster, which I appreciate.
Correct.
And maybe the thing that actually convinced it to let Wrecker go. So that's good. Mm-hmm. But while they're pulling Wrecker up to safety, he definitely hits his head. Or it was while he fell. He hit his head at some point.
He kept hitting his head.
Now, when they pull Wrecker all the way up, he's exhausted. He's stressed out. That was super scary. He face plants pretty much right in Rex's lap.
Yeah.
So, it's awkward. It shouldn't be hot.
It's so awkward.
That's why we have a ding on the bad timing sexiness counter, y'all.
Yeah.
Bad timing sexiness is when we count the moments in the show that shouldn't be sexy. Like if you recall back to the Umbara arc, I think is where this originated from. When Rex was doing his like sexy authoritative power walk because they were going to go deal with the Pong Krell murdering all of their friends situation. That shouldn't be sexy. That's a bad time for things to be sexy. It was incredibly sexy. So there's a little bit of bad timing sexiness on this. Do I want Wrecker to be face down in Rex's lap? No. Do I want to be face down in Rex's lap? Yes.
Yes. And my note I have, well, this is just another thing I'm going to have to talk to my therapist about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we move on.
By the way, I had the side note.
Oh, God.
It's so funny because I had a different therapist the first time we did Bad Batch was on, and I spent a lot of my therapy time talking about Bad Batch episodes with them. This will be the second therapist I will now plague with that problem.
But I hope this therapist is cooler about it than the last one.
Well, they're not that big into sci-fi. I can't quite figure them out. I feel like they're a history nerd.
Okay. You don't actually need to know.
No, and it's good that I don't, but like I feel like if I put things in a more historical context, like how Star Wars relates to, politics, because there is politics in Star Wars, sorry.
There's so much politics in Star Wars.
Then they're interested.
Okay. They don't need to be interested. You're not there to entertain your therapist.
No, of course not. And I'm always just curious, like what happens when I'm like, I am watching this cartoon show where everybody's related with each other, but I'm having reoccurring fantasies of having sex with all of them at the same time. It's just like,
Yeah, I feel like though, you know what's wrong with that. You don't need to tell your therapist. Some things we can keep to ourselves.
I'm trying to catch them up on where I am in life.
Oh, okay. You need the lore. That's what this is. Lord.
The Chrisopedia of my taste.
Of all of my hypersexualization of cartoons. Okay. Getting back into the episode.
The Masters of the Universe section is going to be pretty big in that Wikipedia, by the way.
It is not your fault that everybody was animated thighs out.
Why did they give Skeletor those arms?
The gayest cartoon.
It is the
gayest
cartoon.
The 80s had the gayest cartoons.
Jesus, G.I. Joe. Gay!
Prince Adam was wearing a pink and white shirt and purple trunks. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And that's totally sensible weather outfit to be wearing in a swamp.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on with the Bad Batch. Christopher.
Sorry, we're talking about hot animation, so.
Yeah, well, okay, the tangent was legit, but let's try and rein this shit back in, shall we? We finally, going through this Jedi cruiser, we find the med bay. It is dark. It is gross. There are rats scurrying around. Rex looked around. I don't like
the rats at all, by the way. The faces.
No, they're like weird, scaly, zombie-looking rats.
Don't
like it. Tried to find information on what exactly they are. I got nothing. They're fucking space rats. Go with it.
Yeah.
They're not womp rats. Womp rats are much larger and are native to Tatooine. So.
There we go.
Anyway, so Rex looks around at this fucking armpit of a room and goes, "This will do nicely." And Tech goes, "I would no longer call this medical bay a sterile environment."
No shit.
Rex says, "Do you prefer to use the facility on Camino?" And Tex goes, "This will do nicely." Beggars and choosers, Tech. Beggars and choosers. Anyway.
Just put some Windex on it. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Echo uses his robo-arm to hack a console, turns on the power. Hey, everything's working. Wrecker's headache is back in full force. It's bad. Tech starts scanning his head. Omega's looking concerned because the scanner seems to hurt. It's like you're poking it. Stop poking it. So, okay, Omega pulls Hunter aside. She has some concerns. Okay, because this shit just got real.
Yeah.
So she's like, just because the chip removal worked on Rex, that doesn't mean it wasn't dangerous, and it doesn't mean it's not going to be dangerous for them. And Rex hears this and points out it's actually more dangerous to leave the chips in. And that's just basic for any invasive medical procedure. Anytime you go into surgery, that shit is dangerous. You run the risk of dying.
Yeah,
for
anytime.
Any level of surgery.
The risk is never zero.
Right. And anytime you're under anesthesia. I know that, speaking as somebody who's had many surgeries, this is, yeah, it's always a risk, but you're not going to be doing a surgery like this for the most part, unless it's an elective surgery. If it's a medically necessary surgery, you're doing it because the alternative is worse.
Yeah.
It's more dangerous not to, which is not something that Omega has any frame of reference for, because I'm thinking, yeah, she did work in the med lab back on Camino, but the Kaminoans weren't super concerned with the preservation of the lives of their subjects.
Oops.
So Omega may be having some medical trauma from that. Just a bit. Anyway.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, like the clones were valuable, expensive, but ultimately disposable to the Kaminoans.
Fucking Camino.
Yeah. Anyway, Hunter reminds Omega that they do need to do this, and Omega says what's really bothering her. She says, "But what if something goes wrong? Then I'll be left here with no one." And Hunter says, "We're not going anywhere, Omega. You're stuck with us for the long run. Got it?" And I love him. He's dadding so hard right now. Omega smiles. She's a little less scared. But also, what he doesn't say, and I think what we're all thinking, if they all die because of this surgery, Rex is going to take care of that kid.
Ugh.
He will take her somewhere safe. She'll be fine.
Absolutely.
But but that's not her dad. Hunter is her dad.
Ugh.
So, anyway, just like...
Rex is the godfather, basically.
Right. Well, just like Cut LaQuaine would have taken perfectly good care of her, it's not the same. That's not her family.
Right.
Anyway, so Tech scanning Wrecker's head. It finds something. Wrecker is now in very serious pain. Something's wrong. Something's wrong, capital W, wrong. So we need to hurry. And then, while Wrecker is in pain and the chip is definitely doing something and they're getting ready to do the surgery, They all say exactly the worst possible words you could possibly say around a clone with a glitchy inhibitor chip.
Yeah.
Rex is like, y'all are lucky. Not many clones are immune to Order 66.
Also, we helped the Jedi. You know, the Jedi, what Order 66 says we killed the Jedi. We didn't kill the Jedi. We helped the Jedi. I'm like, what are you fucking saying right now?
Hunter's like, and we let a Padawan get away. We just confess to treason now. After you said the words Order 66 next to the guy with the bucket. Oh, you guys are fucking killing me. Anyway, Tech goes in to give Wrecker what looks like probably some anesthesia, maybe like some local, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because Wrecker's eyes suddenly lock. The pupils go blown out wide. He grabs Tech's hand. And the music is letting us know this is bad. This is so bad. Shout out to the music in the Bad Batch.
But Steph, because I'm a depraved human being, in my notes I have, and now Wrecker gets hot.
That's the problem. Thank you. I'm here to validate you. We are here to commiserate on the wrongness of this. I'm not attracted. Awful. I'm not attracted to Wrecker. He is not a child, but he is childlike, and I understand how the sort of golden retriever himbo-ness of him is attractive to some people, especially when combined with the look of Wrecker. It's not attractive to me. But when his chip gets activated, all that childlike shit falls away, and now he's just a giant, thick-bodied, mean mug, scary man, and my pants are falling off against my will.
Not against my will. I just, like, ripped off my clothes. Like, take me now. And, like, he's doing all the wrong things. Like, in a second, Wrecker's going to try to kill a child, right? Like, there's all these, like, horrible things that are about to happen. But you know what it is, Steph?
Huh.
I love a man who knows what he wants and is determined to go after it.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the fact that he's covered in muscles and has a big scary face and excellent posture.
It's part of the package, but
it's because of who he is on the inside. That's what you're after here.
The determination is sexy.
It is. It is having the wherewithal to follow through on a task. Yeah, all of that. It's competent. He's really very good at what he's doing. The attempted murder of his squad. But that's not what's dinging it for me. It's just the fact that he's large and scary.
Yeah.
And I'm broken, and I read dark romance. In fact, ding on the dark romance trope counter.
The Martian Row.
Ding on the Martian Row dark romance trope counter. He does grab Tech by the throat and haul him up off of the ground by the throat.
That's lucky.
And he does say, you're in direct violation of Order 66, which gets everybody else's attention. They had started wandering off, but oh, that's a bad thing to hear in the voice of the absolute worst person to suddenly be activated.
Yeah, Wrecker's probably not the one I want succumbing to the chip right now.
No, and we talked about this last episode. He's a ticking time bomb. He's second only to Crosshair for immediate destructive potential.
Absolutely.
Of just the amount of damage he can do in the seconds it takes for them to be able to react to what's happening.
Yeah.
Wrecker's just...
And we had some comments about that. I want to be clear about something. They all have potential of being destructive. I feel, though, Steph, that Echo and Tech would need time to be destructive.
They would implement plans.
Right.
They would implement strategies. I really feel like Hunter, of all of them, is the least dangerous in this. But just because the thing is with Wrecker, and we saw it with Crosshair too, the destructive potential is immediate and thorough.
Yeah.
Unlike Wrecker is an explosion. He's not a plan. He's not, suddenly using the technology around you to take you down. He's just going to fuck you up in your face. It takes seconds.
He's so hot when he's evil.
He really is. Okay. So he throws Tech across the room. Tech is knocked out cold. And then Wrecker puts on his helmet. So now he's also tapping into my fucking mask fetish. Thanks. Great. And he squares off with Rex. And now Wrecker, and this is just down to the animation being amazing. Wrecker, I don't realize until this moment how much time Wrecker spends making himself smaller. How he hunches over.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
When he's around other people and he's talking with them and stuff, he does not stand up to his full height. He does that gentle giant thing where he tries to make himself smaller and less scary when he's just like around people he likes. But now he's squaring off with Rex, and we see that Wrecker is canonically 6'8".
Yeah, he's gigantic.
Rex is canonically 6 foot. That's all regs are 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So Wrecker's huge. He's towering over Rex. And Rex has a moment of, oh shit. And that moment is why Wrecker is so dangerous right now. Because if Rex hadn't hesitated, he might have gotten a stun off on Wrecker. But he was a little intimidated. He might have piddled himself a little bit. And he hesitated. And so Wrecker knocks the blaster out of his hand. And then he just starts blasting everybody.
Yeah. And immediately, I think it was Hunter who says, we need to get him the fuck out of this room because he's going to blow up.
Yeah.
It was Echo.
Yeah.
Because he's going to blow up the fucking machine. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. So now, not only do they have to evade death via Wrecker, but they have to get Wrecker to chase after them. That's,
right.
That's awful.
Because they need to get him out of that room. They don't have another surgery pod.
Right.
So,
and how do I volunteer for this role? Because I have not violated for a Wrecker. I have not violated Order 66.
But look, neither has Omega, and he's pretty sure that she's consorting with the clones who violate the order, and that makes you a traitor too.
Yeah, they will be next. After I'm done with Wrecker.
It's like a victory round. Is that?
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, Hunter tells Omega to stay here with Tech. He, Rex, and Echo engage Wrecker and draw him out of the med bay. So now we're in the hallway trying to ambush and fight fucking Wrecker. Oh. Cool. Okay, they can't seem to get a stun or a blade on him, so Echo just tries to, like, grab a propane tank and bash him over the head, but Wrecker catches him, and then he gets a solid ding on the Wrecker throw shit counter.
Yep.
By palming Echo's entire skull in one hand,
Jesus.
And then with one arm flinging him bodily directly at Rex. Now, Rex was trying to stun Wrecker at the time, so Echo, in midair, gets stunned, and by the time he slams into Rex, he is grown man-sized cyborg deadweight.
Jesus.
So now he and Rex are kind of knocked out. Amazing. This moment right here is exactly what I have been stressing out about for 3 episodes.
Right?
So
the Omega's in serious fucking danger now, and there's no one to help her situation.
Well, it's Hunter. There's still Hunter. We're still fighting Hunter right now. So it's down to Wrecker and Hunter. Hunter climbs onto Wrecker's back, and I guess Hunter watched The Princess Bride and that fight between Wesley and Fezzik.
I forgot about that. That's
climbs up on his back to choke him out. I guarantee you, I don't have this confirmed, but I guarantee you that was what inspired this moment for the animators.
That's amazing. Also,
because it's Andre the Giant realness right now.
Oh, for sure.
Also,
Hunter is a very lucky man. They both are. I mean,
everybody's lucky. He's lucky. I'm lucky. We're all lucky. Okay. So Wrecker also watched The Princess Bride. So he does what Andre the Giant did in that movie. He just slams Hunter into the nearest wall.
Heads up, or shout out to the sound engineering, because I heard cracking noises when Hunter landed.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No, all of the bones are under a great deal of stress today. Yeah. It's not great. So it knocks Hunter off. And so Wrecker turns around, grabs Hunter by the throat, and starts to lift him up and choke him out and says, all clones in violation of Order 66 shall be terminated.
That's bad.
Shall? Terminated? That's not Wrecker anymore.
No.
That's not how Wrecker talks. That's just not him. And that's the tragedy of all of this. Hunter is definitely about to fucking die, right? But then a blaster shot buzzes right past Wrecker's ear. Wrecker turns around, and who does he see, Chris?
Omega.
Because all of the clones are so fucking brave and so fucking loyal. So, of course, she's the only one still standing. She gets a hold of a blaster and doesn't shoot him. She gives him a warning shot.
To distract him.
And I'm guessing that blaster doesn't have a stun setting. Yeah.
Or if she even knows how to...
Right.
She's fired guns all of 4 times, maybe?
Well, they've been training her. She's got her fucking energy bow. She's been getting...
Yeah.
They're not... Look, they live in a very small space fucking full of weapons. There's more weapons than people in the Havoc Marauder.
Absolutely. There's
no way they haven't taught her about the safe handling of weapons.
No.
However, it's a very stressful situation. And again, I believe that is Wrecker's rifle that she's holding, which may not have a stun setting on it.
There you go.
So, anyway, so now Wrecker's going after Omega, and he's stalking down the hallway after her. And look, I'm not well.
No,
Okay?
I'm very upset right now.
No, I'm unwell in my pants because this shot of Wrecker stalking down the hallway. Yes, okay, ding, bad timing, sexiness, because he is in fact going to murder a little girl. This is not the time.
Right.
It's not, do not find this attractive. How dare you? Down Stephanie's pants, down. But it's so hot, okay? And I'm only human.
Steph, the worst is when, so Omega crawls under that door, right? And
Right.
I'm like, okay, she's safe. She's fine.
No.
And Wrecker just opens the door with his brute strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could open me with his brute strength. That would be fine. Yeah.
I would be totally fine.
See? It's not right. Omega is literally in mortal peril. Her brother is stalking her like a slasher movie villain and will murder her if he catches her, but tell that to my pants. I'm not well.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Anyway, there's a little bit of cat and mouse, but ultimately he does find her and corners her, and she is crawling back away. She's saying, "This isn't you, Rekka. It's the inhibitor chip." And Wrecker says, "Conspiring with traitors makes you guilty of treason." And she's begging him. She says, "Please stop. I don't want to hurt you." She is pointing the blaster rifle at him, about to pull the trigger. He just yanks it out of her hands.
Oh my God.
And she's like, "But Wrecker, I'm your friend." And he says, "Good soldiers follow orders."
Ugh.
He's definitely about to kill a child in a Star Wars cartoon, but no! Rex is coming in clutch with the last-minute stun blast from the back. Fuck's sake.
Thank God. Thank you, Daddy.
Oh my God. It's stressful to talk about, and I'm so conflicted because it's really hot, too. I really feel like that's a level of stress to the situation that, like, Filoni and Corbett were not planning on.
No, of course not, because
But
they're not broken like we are.
not broken
I mean,
like
Steph,
us.
this is similar to when we were talking about the Obi-Wan episode where Vader's going around murdering people in that town, and we were like, how do we volunteer?
And we were like, "Harder, Daddy."
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Get Jinx in chat says, yeah, DC-13, which is Wrecker's gun, doesn't have a stun setting.
Thank you.
Just a 60-round magazine, and the ability to switch between sniper and grenade launcher isn't that fun for close encounters.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Look, Wrecker is an unsubtle instrument,
Yeah.
and so is all of his equipment.
Apparently.
Good Lord. Okay, so we're back in the med bay.
Thank God.
Wrecker is unconscious. He's in the surgery pod. It is taking forever, the surgery itself. And Echo is asking Rex, like, "Is it supposed to take this long?" And Rex is like, "Oh, dude, I was asleep when it happened."
When it happened to me, I wasn't timing myself.
Right, but as we were watching it in Clone Wars Season 7, it was taking too long, but Ahsoka had to hop up there and use the Force to help guide the machinery to make it go faster. So they don't have a Jedi with them, that's why it's taking forever.
Yeah.
So it's finally done. The Wrecker gets, like, slid back out of the machine, but he's not waking up. He's still knocked out, and this might take a while. Rex pulls Hunter aside and suggests maybe taking Omega outside to get some air. And at first I was like, why would you? You're not her dad. Like, why are you suggesting that? And then I realized Rex is trying to protect Omega from the possibility of what if Wrecker doesn't wake up.
Right.
He doesn't want her to be here for that realization.
Ugh.
And he's the fucking best, and I love him, and I want to have all of his babies.
It was sweet of him to do that, and he was coming from a good place, but Omega is going to have none of that.
Oh no, she hears this and she's like, "No, I'm staying until he wakes up." And she's got that stubborn clone voice thing going.
She is a clone, just a reminder.
She pulls up a chair and she settles in to wait.
And so
She's
Steph,
not leaving.
This is where I'd like to add a new counter.
A new counter?
Yeah. You don't say no to Omega. Like, when Omega has decided she's going to do a thing, she's going to do the thing.
All right. No, that's legit.
And that will be the story of her character all the way to the end of the show. She's going to go do the thing.
Well, and these guys have a really hard time saying no to her. You're right.
Yeah.
You are correct about that. And, like, that's going to come from a lot of complicated places. It comes from them treating her as an equal. It comes from them feeling bad about the fact that she's out here living the fucking thug life with them and stuff. So, no, that's legit. And that counter has been added. Ding. You don't say no to Omega. All right, so we're waiting, and we've waited long enough that everybody's taking a nap. And that really doesn't have to be that long. It's been my experience that soldiers will nap anywhere, anytime
Oh,
that they
anywhere,
have
anytime, however
a
long.
minute.
Yeah.
But we do see that Rex is sort of off to the side in the doorway. He's having a pensive moment, and he's very separate from the squad. And he's like looking at his helmet. And the way this was staged, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful show not tell moment, right?
Yeah.
Where you can see the distance between him and the Bad Batch. They are a squad, but they are not his squad. And he does not, this is not his family. He doesn't belong with them. He's holding himself apart from this vigil that they're holding around Wrecker because that's not his guy. So he's giving that family space, but it also emphasizes how alone he is.
Yeah, his family's gone.
All the family that he had to bury in the snow, reminder, like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
That was not, and he just looks so sad and so alone, and I want to make him happy with my body.
What this episode really reinforces, like or Bad Batch in general, we've seen Order 66 in so many different incarnations.
Right.
But with the clone story, it's such a personal thing because they're the instruments. They're the victims. They're the most victim of Order 66. Mm-hmm. They were brought into this universe by a Sith Lord who wanted to take over the galaxy, used by that Sith Lord, and then enslaved.
Yeah. And they had no choice. Like they were violated every bit, if not more than the people that they are being used to attack.
Yeah.
And the clones, the clone army remains forever, in my opinion, the greatest sin the Jedi Order has ever committed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a sin. It's the final stain on the Republic.
Yeah.
That broke whatever morality the fucking Republic thought it still had there at the end. And that's, yes, you can pin a lot of this on Sidious, but the Jedi let it happen and used them.
Well, it's like I'm going back, Steph, and rereading some High Republic stuff. They're talking about how they have no standing army when they need an army. All these planets have to volunteer people,
right?
But there's accountability. There's a sense of responsibility. There's like we're all in this together. They lost that when they introduced the clone army.
Yeah,
and yeah.
They lost that when they decided that slave soldiers and child soldiers were going to be the way they go.
Yeah.
About solving the civil war situation in the galaxy. You are an order of thousands of diplomats, and that was your solution? Yikes, guys.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Anyway, there's no politics in Star Wars. So,
no.
Yeah.
Why would you push you on? Okay.
There's no real world implications to this at all.
Getting back into this story. Okay. Omega is dozing on the edge of Wrecker's gurney. But then his hand lifts up and pats her on the hair, and he says, "Hey, kid, oh my God, he lived. Oh my God, he's back. He's not saying weird shit like shall." It's Wrecker, and everybody's happy that he's okay. It is time
for... long face, he says.
I know. Oh my God, I love him. Everybody's happy about it, but now it's time for everybody's chips to come out.
Oops.
And so we jump ahead in time, and we see that the Bad Batch all have matching head bandages now. They all have matching Band-Aids. I love that Wrecker and Echo are already bald, so they didn't need to cut any hair. But Tech and his male pattern baldness had to shave an extra patch so that they could do it. Hunter either didn't consent to have his hair shaved for this, or he did, but he's covering it with the bandana. Because you can see a little bit of the bandage sticking out from under the bandana.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Anyway, Wrecker, they're all getting packed up and ready to leave. He sees Omega, and he goes up to her, and he is all sad, guilty face. Yeah. He feels fucking awful, and he's like so about what happened. And he gets down on her level to be able to talk to her, which I appreciate. If you're talking to children, guys, get down on their level. Don't loom over them. Like, what are you doing? Okay, anyway. Wrecker gets down on her level and says, "I tried to control it. I tried as hard as I could. I just couldn't make it stop." And Omega says, "I know, Wrecker. It's okay." And that's the real fucking horror show, is now that we're getting, clear-eyed accounts from these clones who were Order 66 about the experience of being under the influence of the inhibitor chip. They're still in there. Like, Wrecker was still in there trying not to murder his family.
Yeah.
But he couldn't stop it. Which means every clone, like Rex will tell you that he just happened to be so goddamn wonderful and deeply attached to Ahsoka that he was able to hold it off for like 5 seconds to warn her. But even then, he struggled with it. And he was like a passenger in his own body watching this shit go down. That's the horror of the crime of Order 66.
There was a short story, I think it was Star Wars Insider, that I read. Do you remember that clone that briefly showed up in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show? He was like begging for...
The Panhandler? Yeah.
The Panhandler. There was a whole short story about that Panhandler where he was traumatized because he had memories of killing children at the Jedi Temple.
Oh my God.
Right?
I fucking hate Order 66 so much.
Yeah.
But this is incredibly compelling storytelling. I have to give George Lucas his stupid fucking flowers for bringing this narrative element to the Star Wars, because better storytellers than he have spun it off into shit like this. Okay.
Hey, I don't defend him very much, but I'll do this. He's been very supportive of the Star Wars projects lately,
yeah,
so, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, he's on board.
He's not contributing. He's not contributing any stupid ass fucking dialogue. Tony Gilroy.
What?
Anyway, isn't that his name? The dude that was like, "Oh, I didn't want to mix a bean."
That's Henry Gilroy.
Henry
Tony
Gilroy
Gilroy is the Andor guy.
Oh, okay.
Henry Gilroy is the Star Wars Rebels guy. No relation, as far as I know.
That's weird, though. There's 2 Gilroys in Star Wars.
I'm sure there's 2 people named Bob, too.
But last names? Okay, anyway. I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Steph is dismissing me, y'all.
I am. Wrecker is trying to apologize to Omega, okay?
She wants pumpkin pie for breakfast. That's what this is.
Huh? What?
Didn't you tell me the other day you were going to have pumpkin pie for breakfast or something like that?
I've been eating pumpkin pie for breakfast every day this week. Homemade pumpkin pie from scratch by moi. But no, Lucas has today off, but he got up really early anyway, and he made us breakfast tacos. So
oh my God,
I'm full. I had breakfast
hungry.
tacos. I'm dismissing you because of you, not because I'm hungry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Anyway, Wrecker is trying to apologize to Omega, and I like this moment because even though she said it's okay, he says, but I'm sorry. Because he knows that he needs to say that. And hey, look, everybody, apologizing is something even big, strong men can do. Mm-hmm. But the thing about Omega is you don't need to apologize because she forgave him the second the chip activated.
Yeah.
Because she knows. It's the same way that she forgave Crosshair for what he was about to do back on Kamino.
And that's why she'll continue to be the sympathetic voice for Crosshair.
Yeah.
Even though Crosshair's not there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she understands. She knows in her bones that they don't want to do this because she knows how the fucking inhibitor chips work. Yeah. Anyway, to fully mend the fences, Omega digs in her pocket and pulls out a handful of presumably lukewarm Mantell mix. It reminded me of that moment in Ferris Bueller's Day Off where the principal is on the bus and weird girl is next to him and like pulls out a gummy bear. She's like, "You want a gummy bear? It's been in my pocket, so it's all warm and mushy." It's like that moment.
Back in the 80s, kids, there was this movie called Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
When Matthew Broderick was a little twink back in the day.
Anyway. Yeah, and it was on TV, like on syndication, like every other day.
All the time. Almost. Yeah. So she offers him a handful of lukewarm Mantell mix because the mission is over and you can't break tradition. And so they start munching on the popcorn together, and I love them. We see Rex is standing outside. It's nighttime now on the planet, so he feels, I guess, comfortable standing outside. Hunter finds him out there and overhears the tail end of Rex wrapping up a comms call with someone confirming that he's going to be rendezvousing with them. And Hunter's like, "Aha, see, I knew it. You're still in the fight." And Rex goes, "I spent my life defending the Republic. Can't stop now." And Hunter says, "The Republic's gone, Rex." And Rex goes, "Not all of it. We're here. Others are out there too. Your squad's skills would be a tremendous asset."
And that's the very beginning, very, very early stage of the Rebel Alliance.
Right. And that is also Rex getting a ding on the "join me" counter.
Join me. And together we'll make the Republic back. I don't know.
We'll do something. We'll hopefully survive.
Who do you think Hunter is going to go see?
Hunter? Rex.
Not Hunter. I'm sorry, Rex.
I don't know. I think he's got a network of people.
Yeah.
But I think because I know he and Ahsoka don't see each other for a long time.
A long time.
So I think they separated for each other's safety. So I don't know. I don't think he's got other clones. He might be working with Saw Gerrera.
That's what I see. That's what I was thinking. It was like, who's active? Like, it's not Bail yet. It's not like Bail's concerned with Leia. He can't do shit like that. Mon's not doing anything yet. I can't think of any Jedi right now that would be trying to do anything except hide. Yeah,
they're just surviving. Yeah, so I think the only player that we know is definitely currently active is Saw Gerrera. So possibly that, because Rex has worked with him before.
Yeah,
so he knows. Rex trained him. So.
God.
Anyway, so yeah, Rex is like, join me. Hunter turns him down and he's like, no, our priorities have shifted. He says, Omega needs us, and I have to do what's best for my squad. Ding on the Hunter stressed out single dad counter.
Seriously, a parent putting their kids' priorities over their own? Fucking crazy. Don't know her.
Hey, do you guys know Chris is going to run a half marathon? For those of you who are new
Happy
here,
Thanksgiving.
the half marathon line is how Chris deflects from actually oversharing his personal trauma on the podcast. So
it's not sharing; it's expressing.
I'm
told there was. My therapist told me there was a difference. I didn't listen to him though because I was pretending I was in a field of grass.
Yeah, does your therapist know you're a Pisces?
They're figuring it out.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that you should say session 1. Like you're gonna need
my birthday.
You need something like shiny and jingle that to get me back over here because I will in fact be in a world of my own making.
Look, they got my birthday. They got to do the work.
Oh, okay. So this is on your therapist for not figuring it out.
I mean, the fifth time I go, huh? Did you say something? Like, you think... I don't know. Anyway.
All right, getting back into the episode and away from Chris's trauma. So, yeah, Hunter has other priorities. He's got to take care of his family. Rex respects that. They do a manly forearm clasp handshake. And again, I'd like to wiggle right in the middle there if you don't mind. They tell each other to reach out if they ever need any help. And then Rex disappears into the misty nights of the starship junkyard. And never to be seen again? I don't know.
And that's the end of the episode. Nothing else bad happens.
Nope, unless... something bad does happen.
Why?
They are, in fact, spotted by the Scrapper Guild, who call the Empire.
Oh, shit. Music gets really dark. End of credits. What?
Just a reminder, just because you got the chips out doesn't mean you're not still on the run for
From
your
the
lives.
Galactic Empire.
Holy shit.
And now Crosshair is going to be coming for your asses.
Yeah, because... we'll get to it. Okay. And that is the end of the episode. Do you have anything else for Star Wars: The Bad Batch Season 1, Episode 7, Battlescars?
Nothing other than I fucking love the show so much.
I know, this was such a good episode. This is an excellent episode in a very, very good series. Like, this is a standout for me.
The implications are so deep and so vast. I think it just went over a lot of people's heads. I'm so glad I'm going back through this show. This episode turned me on, and it hurt me so much. I don't know where I am right now. It's just,
this was really the episode that like anchored this entire story back in the Clone War.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand there are people who watched The Bad Batch without having watched Clone Wars.
I don't know how.
I don't know how you did it. Just like I don't know how anybody who watched the Ahsoka series did it without watching Rebels.
Yeah, I don't know why people think it's so disrespectful to assume the Ahsoka show is an extension of the Rebel story. It is. I'm sorry.
It's Rebel Seasons 5. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But The Bad Batch, like, it does not pull any punches. This show is about consequences of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
In the harshest way possible.
The collateral damage, the fallout.
Yeah.
Of the we're going to spend like the galaxy far, far away spends decades trying to clean up the damage of the Clone Wars.
Yeah. Do you remember it was right when Attack of the Clones came out. One of our friends at the time were bitching about the movie, like, and he said something like, and by the way, what happened to all those clones? They just vanish over a couple decades and that's it? Movie doesn't make any sense. How could there be a clone army? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
they
died. Most
Well,
of them
yeah, a
died.
lot of them fucking died.
Yeah.
But also, even if they didn't die in battle, and even if they weren't, used up and discarded and murdered by the Empire, they also age at twice the rate.
Yeah.
And so they just get old and die. Like by the time we have it confirmed that Rex is fighting on the moon of Endor in Return of the Jedi, he's 60 something,
Yeah.
pushing 70. Just an old man.
But he's only 40, right? Like at that point.
He's in his
35,
30s, yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
crazy.
chronologically,
Yeah.
it's a lot. But also the thing about, and I have seen a common complaint amongst certain elements in the fandom about the Bad Batch series is that it focuses too much on Omega and like these are soldiers. Why aren't they out there doing soldier things? Why wouldn't they? There's the plot reason of like we can see it's actually explained explicitly in this episode that they have reprioritized to taking care of Omega and being able to provide like a family for her. And to dismiss that as a choice, as a valid choice for a man to make, really shows your fucking misogyny,
Oh, yeah.
you assholes. But B, there's a meta level reason for why this elite fucking squad of clones are surviving but not involved in shit. And that's because these characters don't exist in the original trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Dave Filoni, once again, just like he had to do with Ahsoka, is having to find ways to take these amazing, competent, effective, compelling characters out of the Star Wars story. Like, give them a story, but then remove them from the Skywalker saga because they don't show up in the original trilogy because that shit was made fucking 45 years ago.
Right. Also, I would like to point out, Omega being their shift in priority is what ultimately saves Clone Force 99.
It is.
There's no... I mean, I know they all don't make... Spoiler, they all don't make it, but like...
Right.
Most of them do because of Omega. Because
Right.
they have to focus on her. There's no fucking way these soldiers would have dealt with the Galactic Empire effectively.
No.
If they did their soldier thing, no way.
Well, they would have just been, incorporated into the rebellion, and they would have gotten chopped up in the meat grinder that was the fight with the Empire.
Oh yeah.
They would have been amazingly effective, yes, but they also would have lived short, violent lives.
Yeah, I
which
mean,
was
just like you mentioned, Rex is probably working with Saw right now.
Yeah.
Them working with Saw's people don't last long.
they really don't. Saw uses up his people just like the Empire does.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that is watch Saw Gerrera's story throughout, and you see it in Andor and in Rogue One and all that shit. He uses people. He uses and discards them. And he values very few people.
Yeah, and also he doesn't take care of himself either.
No, he uses himself up too.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I feel like Saw Gerrera is definitely like a rebellion dark mirror for the Emperor.
Yeah.
But regardless, this story is valid. It is not invalid. Like, the complaint that these soldiers aren't doing enough soldier stuff because they're too busy doing dad stuff just shows what you guys think, what those members of the fandom that think that shows how much they don't value things like compassion, empathy, family, women, children, girls, shit like that. So,
Yeah, go figure.
yeah. Anyway, I fucking love this show. So that's it for this episode. Next time, we will be talking about Star Wars The Bad Batch, Season 1, Episode 8, Reunion.
Oh, that sounds like a promising episode. I hope it's nothing but happiness.
It's fine. It certainly doesn't have as the thumbnail for it on Disney Plus a really sadly, moodily lit shot of Crosshair or anything.
Great.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna
Next
suck.
episode is gonna hurt. Anyway, we've been talking about a 22-minute episode of TV for almost 2 hours. We should probably outro.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
We gotta go. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you to everybody who is watching us live on this fine Thanksgiving Day. We appreciate that. We appreciate you. If you enjoy, for those of you listening to the podcast, because those of you watching us live, you didn't get to hear it, but if you enjoyed the music at the top of the episode, I'm fucking myself up here. That music was a gift to the show from one of our listeners, a performer by the name of Chorlsy. You can find him on all the social medias as @CHORLSY. If you want to hang out with us in between episodes, and you really should, especially on Threads where I am living my best life,
Oh
you
my
can
God,
find us
you're insane.
everywhere except fucking Twitter as @Dark Side Divas.
And to be to be clear, I support Steph's on Threads a lot because it's fucking funny as shit. Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our podcast. Please leave a review. Please tell your friends about us. We would appreciate having more people join us. Join us. Also, if you haven't done so, I'm also fucking myself up.
Wow.
We have a swag store, redbubble.com/official divas, where you can buy t-shirts, mugs, stickers, our show logos, and the funny shit that we say. And certainly not last, but certainly not least, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/divas podcast. For just $5 a month, you can access our video recordings that are unedited and have extra content. You can attend our live recordings. You have access to special content and access to the best Discord community in this galaxy. Can you dig it?
What was that?
That was my Warriors impression.
Why did you go Warriors?
I don't know. I just had it stuck in my head all of a sudden.
Okay.
Anyway,
I support you. You're so pretty.
I know. I am so pretty.
Okay, we're going to say goodbye now.
Bye.
We love you. I'm going to hit stop.
That was awesome stuff.
Your face is awesome.
Before we officially end this session, and thank you all so much for joining us for Thanksgiving. Let me go through my checklist real quick. We thirsted, we hated on bigots, and we celebrated Star Wars, and more specifically the Bad Batch.
And we gave advice on how to stick it to the man and make things better in 2025. And also, I hope everybody joined us in wanting to sit on Rex's face.
So we did check all the boxes, especially the Rex's face part. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a wonderful time. Please be safe. Please take care of yourselves. And it's okay to walk away from bigot family members.
It's okay. Pop in some earbuds, and you are under no obligation to subject yourself to their bullshit.
Correct. Anyway, later, y'all.